How do you satisfy that competitiveness? Like, what do you do now to kind of fill in that void?
Other than the streets of Green Bay, I mean, all the things that I do now with whether it's the podcast and learning how to get better at that. I mean, every time I do a show and there's people standing in the room afterwards, I go, if there's anything you see that I need to do different, just tell me. Like, I'm coachable. I want to know. I'm not offended. Yeah. So the competitiveness in me comes out with other jobs. My wine, Somnium, growing that and selling more wine. So it's not quite as much instant gratification as you get with a lap time or a result.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do miss a little bit of that part of it because it was so easy to quantify. You know, you qualify in the poll or you qualify 30th. You know, those are pretty different.
Did you enjoy the experience? Like
of racing?
Yeah, it went by pretty quick. It feels like. Because sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Like you look.
It seems like just yesterday, Dan, we were doing a Sports Center commercial where I parked in your parking spot, the D. Patrick spot.
It said D. Patrick there. But it was crazy even then for you because I think you were flying. You had to be done at a certain time because you were flying by helicopter to Letterman. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that might be right, actually. Yeah, geez, you're right.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of look back, and even my guys who've been around me for 17 years, they'll go, do you remember when we did? And I don't remember those things because you kind of keep moving, constantly moving. You were constantly trying to prove yourself you know, to your own self or to other people and all of that. And then you kind of look back and you wake up and you go, got it. What happened? Or it's over.
Do you ever think to yourself, I still need to prove?
Oh, yeah, every day.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
What are some markers that would tell you?
Just me.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Some big moments where you're like, okay, yeah, you know, that's pretty cool.
It is, but I have a problem of looking back, even when I hosted the Olympics. I could have done better.
That would have been a marker in time where you could have gone, that was pretty cool.
Yes.
I think I accomplished some great things.
Handing out the Super Bowl trophy, not to your boyfriend, but handing out the Super Bowl trophy. And
it's always this year.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it anymore. But I still look back and I know I could have been better. I still beat myself up over not asking Nick Foles a question about his daughter on the podium when I'm handing him the Super Bowl trophy. Because he had his 1-year-old there with her headphones on. And I was going to say, what are you going to tell her about this moment? It still beats me up. So
that's why you're great, though, is because I feel like in greatness, you can still, I mean, as an example, you know, Aaron had his fantastic game the other night.
Perfect.
Well, it was a perfect game. Yeah. And I said, good job. And there's still that little moment of like, well, I think it kind of felt effortless in some way. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of other games where you feel like, you know, things were in your favor and whether the defense wasn't, you know, finding a way to get to you or whatever it was. And it was a more effortless game. And you have a few of those a year. And do you have perfect games every time? No. So like Aaron, greatness. You, greatness. Like you're always looking back and thinking, what could I have done differently? Or being not dismissive, but somewhat like you always think about what you could have done and how to improve. But that's how you improve.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.